Yeah, so now what we're going to do is make something that's also very overdue. I don't know if we've actually even mentioned Plants vs Zombies on the channel.
Which should be impressive for me.
I, I just genuinely don't think it's come up in conversation. But Jesse's kind of like the person that I know that like if I needed a question
I
about
guess
Plants vs Zombies, number one person I'd turn to. You know, if my like
no.
life or death, someone's going to. Oh, cool! My professor finally emailed me
All right,
back.
here
I'll
we go.
look at it later. If someone was going to be able to like tell me everything I need to know about Plants vs Zombies, it is Jesse. Is this all of them, or are you just going to do this game?
I'm just gonna do the first game.
Okay, cool.
The second game, there's too many plants. Some of them are behind paywalls. It's stupid.
Gotcha. Anyway, yeah. So the expert is at work, ladies and gentlemen. So
Yeah.
let me hear your commit on a live usable plant. Pretty good, epic gamers. That's
And we could
we don't have
leave
to
these-
change that.
We could leave these. I don't know.
I think that's perfect.
Okay, I want to say something. So,
Yeah.
one, I haven't studied for this test, unfortunately. Two, I will be probably going to good detail about why I'm doing certain things.
Yeah, please do.
But some I might just not put on the list for certain reasons. Is this the only repeater here? So like this is a backwards repeater. Do you know when you see this?
No.
You see this in vase breakers
Other repeater.
exclusively.
Wow.
So
I didn't know
I'm
there
not
was a
putting that
backwards repeater.
on the list
That's understandable.
because it doesn't really fit
It's
in.
very specific.
I don't want to say the goal of this is what plants would I have at the end of the day if the zombie apocalypse happened.
No, this
you know?
is plant tier list.
Because if there's one thing we've learned, plants are played situationally.
Mhm.
You look
Yes,
at your
true,
enemies
true,
and
true.
you choose how to deal with them. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some plants that do the same job or are just better. And I'm taking in price as a consideration. I roughly know every price of all these. Also, like something to consider is how the three-peater takes up less space despite the fact that it's hitting 3 lanes. You know, that kind of stuff doesn't get past me.
Yeah. Alright.
So we're going to work with that. I think I might even have to do a few different separate lists because I don't have to do that because I was thinking like looking at the cherry bomb and the squash, like those are all the same kind of plant. They do the same thing. They're a droppable one that
Bomb.
kill a certain number
Not necessarily.
in a radius. I for one, okay, you know what? We should just start with the basics, right?
Yeah.
And I might readjust when I'm looking at these plants. I'm not
You can find a
fully
different
sure on
tier list
anything,
maker too if you need to find
but
like different stuff.
no, this is fine.
Alright.
I'm not fully sure on anything, so I could be wrong. But
yeah, so Jesse is an expert at he just knows all the Plants vs Zombies things. He's played it an insane amount. I have played most of the games, if not all of them, a bit. So I'm just going to be along for the ride. I'm serving as what the audience is going to be reacting to some of these things. I'm just here.
I miss obvious things sometimes, so you might have to point it out. Plants like the gravedigger or the marigold are not going to be used because they don't have a function that, like, nothing really replaces this.
Yeah.
And nothing replaces it. They have
a
very specific. It destroys graves, and when waves start, zombies spawn on those graves.
Oh. Okay.
Only at night, I think. Only on the second world of like daytime front yard or nighttime front yard.
Gotcha.
So yeah, some things are just specific utilities that I really don't have a purpose in playing them. One plant that I just really like, and I've shown you this before, is the cat.
Yes. The cattails.
Anything
insane.
from Dave's trunk is gonna be good. They're gonna be expensive to earn and then to use. This corn guy, not was it like the cob launcher or something?
Yeah. Do you want to talk more about the cattails though?
Oh yeah, okay.
I feel like this is like probably
That's
the
fair.
best
That's
thing
fair.
you've shown me, and
Yeah,
it
okay.
definitely needs to be talked
So
about.
these are, I would argue that these are also almost situational because they're only played on 2 of the 5 worlds, being the pool levels. They cost 225. You place them on a lily pad. They shoot in every lane. They have a really intense fire rate. They do have weaknesses. The damage themselves for the individual shots aren't that good, but because it fires so frequently, it's pretty useful. If they kill a target and they're all firing at once, because if you have multiple, those last few shots might just kind of go off in a random direction and not even hit anything. Sometimes they loop back around, but it's a little iffy. Another huge weakness is that they all usually target the same exact thing. So that can be pretty bad to leave some lanes unchecked just because one lane has stuff further in front of it. But I think that if you want to do something like have a marigold farm or whatever, you get to save 4 lanes for whatever you want.
Yeah,
so,
that is pretty insane.
So if you're farming or whatever, that's a good time to do it. But also, it's just, if I would use these, if I could put a potted plant that was full of water, that's not a thing, but I wish it was, because that'd be cool. I would fill every lane with these if I could.
Oh yeah.
So those absolutely deserve to be there.
Crazy.
In S tier. Epic gamers, according to
Epic gamers.
Now garlic is actually pretty good for that same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at it as similar as a walnut, but I don't think it is as good as walnut. I don't think it lasts as long, and also it diverts the zombies into either lane above it or below it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have it in the bottom or the top specifically, you don't know exactly where it's going to go.
Gotcha.
So I'm just gonna put that in the middle.
Plant.
It's pretty cheap though, so
Plant.
I mean, but comparing it to a walnuts, the refresh rate is low on them, but their utility is so necessary. But that's why the tall nuts going up there is just better. The price doesn't even really matter.
Yeah. What's the price difference on those? Is it a lot?
It's 125, and the normal one is 50. So it's just worth it.
Yeah.
The only
that
thing,
seems pretty worth it.
if you are on the roof though, the ladders will just cancel the tall nut. So that's pretty rough.
But yeah, there's definitely counters to that play from what I've seen. I remember because pretty recently to when we came up with the idea to even make this tier list, I was watching you play and I learned a lot in just watching some of that.
Yeah, like because pole vaulters don't get over these. That's what their thing is. But I don't know if they have more health or not. I'm pretty sure they do. But even if they don't, the utility alone is worth it because the refresh rate of them is so slow. It's on both of them that the price difference doesn't seem to matter for the gain benefit.
Gotcha.
All right, what else we got here? I want to get into the roof stuff. There's some of the roof stuff. The corn is going S tier. My luck with their the butter to corn ratio isn't great, but I would still usually take them over a cabbage. I think that the cabbage would be better for the pea shooter in the same way that they're the same exact thing.
Gotcha.
Of it shoots over the roof. They cost the same amount. I think pretty much every stat is going to be extremely similar. So I wouldn't even really bother putting that on the list because it doesn't offer anything unique. It's a pea shooter that just can attack in a different way. Let's see what else. This is one of those weird unique things where you can't really rank it. Where it's the same. You choose another plant and it just becomes that plant. So that way the refresh rate is faster.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put that in the list either. Let's see what else.
Some people usually when they have something they wouldn't.
Here we go. That's absolutely S tier. I pretty much bring these to every level.
Wow.
Even levels where they don't do anything specific to like something special like a
popping tires,
a Zamboni or whatever it is.
It's insane.
Doesn't matter because 2 or 3 of them will kill a zombie itself. Anything that doesn't have like a bucket or a cone or whatever, like a screen door zombie doesn't get past them. They negate so many things. You don't have to worry about so many things. And then it really speaks for itself because it is in no danger.
It's very powerful from what I've seen. I will say one thing, just to keep, obviously make it however you'd like, but just to keep, I've watched a lot of tier list videos because I consume easy media. I generally, when someone has something they don't want to put on the list, they'll put, like, for example, when you're talking about situational stuff you don't want to put on the list, they just will make a tier below everything that they just put as, like, doesn't fit on the list. So, like, situational.
That's nice to just get rid of them, but I think I'm just going to leave it there.
Okay, that's fair.
Just be empty.
Just that, because I don't know how many you're going to end up being still in the bottom thing with it looking incomplete.
Yeah.
Speaking of, trying to spread out how you go through things a bit, what is your least favorite, what is the worst plant?
I'm hovering over
right now. What goes in commit unalive? What is the worst
This guy?
Yeah?
I think it's so...
You're paining me here, Dan. You know that's my favorite plant. That's so sad.
I think it's really unique, really cool. It's a great character to use in the Garden Warfare games.
I love him. He's great. My boy.
However,
my boy Chomper.
Eating something takes so long. It costs 150. The refresh rate is fine. It doesn't have that much health, so it can't even tank.
Yeah.
Think about this. In a single lane, if this is the only thing defending you in a lane, and 2 normal zombies walk down that lane, this loses. That's pathetic.
That's a good point. I have no argument for that.
It's a fun one.
It just pains my heart.
I'm sure it's a fan favorite.
It pains my heart. Fan favorite Chomper over here.
But I'm being realistic.
Esquire El Chompo.
They hate me because I tell the truth. Realistically, it's just not worth it.
Tragedy. Anyway, just had to spread it out a bit there.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Melon pole. I think it belongs. It's just there's so many great plants.
Yeah.
Which is hard.
Sometimes people just go like left to right to simplify it for them, so they aren't just picking.
I don't really know if I have to speak to the melon. It does splash damage in 3 lanes. It costs 300, and then slapping on a winter melon makes if you pretty much have 1 in each lane, you've won any level at any point, pretty much.
True.
It's really nothing they can do at that point. The zombies, the mindless zombies.
Are you gonna put Wintermelon
really-
on the tier list?
I don't know. I don't think I am because it's a utility thing. You need
Mm.
this for that, so I don't think that's necessary. And I know that technically this is the same way with lily pads, but it's really not. It's so different because these don't alter the actual thing.
Generally, when you're trying to distinguish between stuff within a tier, so like if you were, obviously if you're not, but if you were to put Wintermelon in it, people just put to the left, and that means that thing is better than it within the own tier. So
Well, of
the
course,
farther left
it's
something
better
goes.
than.
Yeah,
But I think that's
fair.
that
That's
doesn't
fair.
even need to be spoken to. All right, let's see what else. I want to get some more classic plants out there.
Classic plants. How about
Yeah.
just do the pea shooter?
Yeah, I
Just
was thinking
good
of
old
that.
pea shooter.
I
Where
think
does he go?
I think it just belongs center
he
tier.
belongs in plant.
Um, he doesn't really have that many good alternative starting options. Like right at the beginning, what can you really play without him? Something I like to do is I put rows and rows of sunflowers. I stack them up with double sunflowers, and then I'll just start throwing out squash and potato mines and just collecting all that money. And then I'll start throwing out more expensive stuff. So I skip the early phase. I rush.
Rush econ.
I rush economy. Yeah, pretty much is what I do.
You get your basic tech level 3. Send out some scarabs. Understandable.
That's pretty much it's more of a tier 2 thing, I think.
Tier
really.
2. Okay.
But ideally it's tier 3. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else. I want to wait on the night things.
Understandable.
Let's see, because these three here all situational. I can do cherry bomb.
Where's
That's
cherry
it.
bomb go?
That's right in the center again. I don't really like the cherry bomb. I see its use. It's expensive. Most other things like squash, 50. Put the squash in there. That's probably it could be better. But it's worth the price. It can kill anything. So it's actually it should be more like right here really.
What is the ratio to how many hits a Gargantua takes from squash to cherry bomb again?
I think it's 2 for both.
2 for both.
Two for
Okay.
both.
That's pretty nice.
I think that's what
and
it
so
is.
for the price difference, that does make squash a good bit
Yeah.
better.
Because this is about radius.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: you unlock pretty solid alternatives if it's your first run. Like squash, you start with potato mine. You get the jalapeno on the roof. I think, no, on the second world or the backyard. It's the backyard. And it's a little cheaper. It's a whole lane, but the cherry bomb, it's just not that good because you end up running into the fact that it costs so much. And then what situation do you have where you need to really hit a 3x3? Squash selectively targets stuff. And this is the great thing about a squash too, is if you put down a walnut and all the zombies are stacked on top of each other and you place him right behind the walnut or right in front of it, whatever, he will crush everything
It's
there.
the whole tile, right?
Yeah, it's everything in
That's
that
pretty
spot.
insane.
So 50 is, you can really make it worth it. And the, potato mine works the same way. I think it's about the same.
Yeah.
Because the only difference between them is the price and the charge up time for the potato mine.
I would actually like you to rank Potato Mine because Potato
Yeah,
Mine
no,
is my
it's-
second favorite plant.
they're
so
right next to
I'm
each
pretty
other.
happy he's pretty high up there.
Because, yeah, the only difference is the squash is you're paying 25 more for an instant use, and he jumps by a lane, so it's a little different.
Yeah, like real life, I love potatoes. Potatoes are great to eat.
I love
Also,
potatoes.
look at that guy.
I
How
love
can
potatoes.
you not love this man?
Okay, one, he's adorable.
He's adorable.
2, potatoes are amazing.
Amazing. They're
Yeah,
every form
they
of potato.
taste so good.
Chips, fries, baked potatoes, they're all great.
Yeah, baked potatoes.
And this
are my
guy,
favorite.
he's just too cute to not put
or
up
no,
there.
mashed potato.
Mashed potatoes
That's
are
for
pretty
me.
nice
That's
too.
my favorite thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it better than fries or chips.
Fries are my favorite. And
Fries
then
or chips, it's
Fries,
better.
baked potato, chips, mashed potatoes, something like that. And then other forms of potato
yeah,
that I can't even think of.
Food wise.
Food wise, potatoes are
Bonus
great.
points for food wise.
Yeah, bonus points for tasting good.
Yeah,
Also, Spadao, classic.
true. That's hilarious. Can't get enough of that.
All right, who's next?
Okay, I'm gonna throw in this armor, this pumpkin
Ooh,
armor.
Pumpkin armor.
Put it here.
Yeah.
It's weak, but it has the great thing about it, which is that it can cover every tile. You know, you can't combine a walnut with something else. They don't fit in the same tile.
Yeah.
You can put this over a walnut.
Yeah, that is really nice. Just being able to put armor. This is just an armor upgrade for every plant you have. It's really nice.
The reason it's so low though, is because let's say you put it on a chomper, right? And it's that 2 zombie scenario again, where there's nothing else backing it up in the lane, which is a little unrealistic. But,
Yeah.
but I think you understand.
Yeah, I get the reasoning. It's a
It's really not that good.
How many hits does that thing take? Does it take a lot, or does it not take very much?
The pumpkin?
Yeah.
It's not that much. Yeah, so it's not the strongest. So in that 2-zombie scenario,
It
I'm
still
pretty
probably
sure
still loses.
a zombie has the time to
Yeah.
eat the pumpkin and then eat the
That definitely
chomper.
if that kind of time frame definitely makes it so it's not very good.
Yeah. No, yeah. It also there's something I wish that it had that it doesn't, which is that when zombies bungee jump down onto the roof.
Yeah.
And there's a pumpkin there, they will take the thing inside the pumpkin.
Oh, true.
I probably would have put it center if they took the pumpkin instead, because that would be
a good utility for it.
And that's what this is for, which I'm not going to put on there because it's a utility thing. So let's see.
Maybe you should make a utility category. At least,
I don't know because you're using them for very specific scenarios. This counters one thing. This counters.
Well, but that's the whole point of it.
Like
it's
one
just
thing.
because otherwise, like half the plants aren't going to be on the thing. Because I'm looking at this, half of what's left is utility.
Yeah. It's hard to also rank night things because,
you don't have other options.
It's also semi-situational.
I mean, you have coffee beans.
And you have coffee bean, but then that's a whole different thing of what's worth coffee beaning. And I'll tell you what's worth coffee beaning is the magnet shroom, but that's heavy utility. I never use these guys.
Yeah,
I never do.
I'm a fan of the Doom Shroom.
He wastes a tile though.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Jesse, I mean, you've known me since, for those who've definitely heard us mention, I've known Jesse for a decade. He's known me since I was a kid. I had a big edgelord phase, so that Doomstrom, he speaks to me. I like him. He's cool. He's neat. Anyway, you moved something onto the board while I was saying that, so explain the 3-peater maybe.
I really think the ice shroom is kind of better, actually.
Yeah?
It's 125 for this, I think. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 125.
I would not know.
And then this one's 75, so that's a 50 difference right there.
Yeah.
Ice Shroom freezes everything, and the Doom Shroom, I don't think either of these cover the entire map, actually. It's most.
It's close, yeah.
The ice might actually do the whole map,
but
the
Doom
ice
Shroom, everywhere,
the Doom Shroom doesn't get the whole map. But the ice is pretty good, but I wouldn't use either of these ever, pretty much. Okay, yeah, so I just put a 3-peater up there. It's really expensive.
But lane coverage.
And the reason it's not perfect though.
Yeah.
Because you almost don't even want to put them on the top or bottom rows because you're wasting a whole entire head. And you're saving 3 tiles worth of space, or 2 extra tiles worth of space, with it being 325, not 300. So with the flaws of it being, canceling the heads on the top and bottom lane, and the extra money.
Yeah.
I'm putting it.
That makes sense.
Pretty good. Because of course it's great.
Because of course if you get one in every row, it's more damage than if you had a pea shooter in every row, even though it's more expensive. But it's still not enough to justify. Like one, that's pretty situational on top of that.
But anything that costs 325 is going to be good.
It's going to be good. But
so I almost want to put it in average.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna not put it in the plot.
I was gonna say. I think you were trying to say plant.
The
category.
Plant. Yeah. I'm not putting the plant. I'm putting it in the pretty good because it's good, but like.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's not even actually great. Maybe I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it.
Now you think
I might want to lower it.
Might want to lower it. Might go down some tiers.
I might want to lower it.
It could go high plant.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Understandable.
I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, know that I feel conflicted about it.
Yes, for all those taking notes, this will be on the test. Make sure you know that he feels conflicted about that one. Anyway,
lie awake knowing that.
Lie awake at night knowing that. That's probably peeking the mic to hell and back.
Okay, what do we have left? Let's see. I'll help you.
A lot of plants. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, but all situations.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
We
have
to do this guy.
Iceman.
So what bad things are there to say about Iceman?
So when you put a torchwood down, which I'm a fan of, he just is useless because you unfreeze his peas.
Yeah.
As they say.
I might put it. I don't know. Ice is just so good.
Ice is really powerful. The slowdown effect, doesn't it give you like double time to hit more?
It's about double. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Think about combining this with the spikeweed.
Oh, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Let's talk about some flaws. It costs 175.
That's a lot.
It does a pea shooter's worth of damage. Exactly. Every stat is pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah.
Its profess rate is pretty nice. I might even this is one of those other things where I feel conflicted. I might put it. It's Epic Gamers are pretty good. It's hard to tell.
Epic Gamers.
It only hits the front zombie, but if there's zombies near each other and one gets hit, that'll slow down. The other one will take the lead, and that will get hit. So the splash damage of the ice, that's why the winter melon can be so good. So that for that reason, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
It costs 175. It's a lot for the damage it outputs, but the slowing the zombies down is
very
incredibly
powerful.
healthy. And I want to say the best way around running a pea shooter team where you have the torchwoods, is you want to put them in. You want to put this in front of that. But the thing is, the fire cancels out the ice.
Yeah.
So it can't be both burned and have the ice
True.
effect. So that is another reason is usually like the pea shooter heavy builds where you might want to use Torchwoods. These get completely kicked out.
Like I'm a repeater into Torchwood Man myself for damage.
Yeah, that brings us to our next
next thing.
Yeah,
the
repeaters.
repeater.
I think they're gonna go in the same exact lane.
That's understandable.
There's a reason that the price difference is so close. It's barely different. It's 200 and 175. The double the damage is pretty much slowed down and same amount, like normal amount of damage if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want to throw in utility stuff, but plus you can throw this guy on it. I'm not a huge fan because 400 is just
400 for that, really?
Is that what it is? It might be 200 for it.
How much does it fire? Like, is it?
It's
just
4 shots.
4? It's not
But no,
that much.
but so it might be. I think it's 200 that you
200.
put on top of this.
Oh, okay.
So you're just saving space again. It's a space saving. Thing.
Yeah.
All right. Who can we do next? The jalapeno. I've been eyeing him for a little while. Better than the cherry bomb. So
I think he's been eyeing you by the looks of that image.
Yeah.
You see his freaking face. Well, so
we're pretty much out, honestly.
This is why they make that extra tier. But yeah,
I can make the extra tier. but if I just do that, these will all be here. So what does that say?
Well, because you have a utility one, and then you can have like, what's your problem with the night one specifically?
Oh, that they're just really stuck at night.
Well, yeah, but they still are ranked within some kind of scale.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But I do get the utility call.
Nighttime.
Right? It's nighttime, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretend it's nighttime.
Pretend it's... Look outside your window. If it's not dark out, it is now.
Or are you not pretending hard enough? Okay. So let's talk about Hypnoshroom. Right? Elephant in the room. Everybody loves the Hypnoshroom.
I love the Hypnoshroom. I gotta say, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. How could you?
I know.
This is an anti-Dale tier list. This is not okay.
No,
this is not
you speak to the common people. I know for a fact that people love these two characters, and I'm putting them in the lowest tier. Because
How could you do this?
This is the truth. Fresh rate is not great. Now, I think there are two really good uses you can get out of Hypnoshroom.
Okay.
One, you hit the Disco Zombie.
I love that.
Then it summons allies for you.
Quality.
Or two, it hits something with a lot of health.
Can you hit Gargantuar with Hypnoshroom?
It will crush it.
You were so ready.
Yeah. Well, I knew I could feel the question coming. I could feel the question coming.
You were so ready. Okay.
You can't. It will just crush it. It doesn't consume it.
Okay.
It has to be somebody that eats.
But Jesse, counterpoint. He's cool as fuck. What do you have to say to that? The people want to know.
Yeah, cool. I'll give you delicious points, but not cool points.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, well, of course. Are you even surprised that the thing that is basically popcorn made it S tier?
I didn't even think of that. Your popcorn addiction pervades even Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Let's see. Yeah, so bottom tier.
Bottom tier
Hypnoshroom.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll recover.
Listen, this could basically be right now with these two in it. It could be the fun tier.
Fun tier.
But it would also be the bottom tier.
It would also be the bottom tier.
So unnecessary. So ridiculous.
So does that mean the top tier is the least fun tier?
I don't think so. Well, that's a good question. That's a great question.
Jesse, is the goal of Plants vs Zombies to not enjoy it? The people need to know.
I've told you this before. My goal in games is to make the enemy players have as little fun as possible.
There are no enemy players in Plants vs Zombies.
But if I treat it that way,
you're pretending you're playing.
I know. I'll tell you why the fun
never stops.
Listen, yeah, sure, why not? Is because this is random chance.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah,
random chance sold me. All right, cool.
You never.
Oh my god, it crits.
Yeah, it pretty much crits.
This is why it's going in the Hades video.
Yeah, we totally made that connection earlier. And this one's pretty fun too, I think.
He's pretty cool.
Any of the ones that you put on top of another plant,
pretty cool. Dude.
Is a fun one.
I think I don't even argue the spikeweed's fun because they can't eat him, and so you get that dreaded satisfaction of you can't kill this one.
The spikeweed is a must-have for me.
It is. I can see it.
It makes it into pretty much every level. I put it right in the. What else can you really do that with? Where you just fill the front rows with it?
I've definitely.
You can't even really do that with walnuts.
In my day-to-day life, how much I use spikeweed. I haven't used it before in the past. I'll admit I've sinned. So now I have now reevaluated, and in the future, moving forward, I'm going to use it more.
I honestly think that the spikeweed basically is a design flaw, because It has the.
It's a bug in the. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
Yeah, because it has that the feature of
immortality,
damaging the wheeled vehicles that roll in at the front. But it does so much more, and it can't really
its
be
full
hurt.
Potential
besides
is
that.
Unknown to the average.
To the
player.
naked eye.
To the naked eye.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looking at that thing, it looks scary as hell.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley.
That's fair.
Anyway, moving on.
I wouldn't want to step on him in a dark alley. All right. Okay. So I guess we're on the nighttime thing. We got a little sidetracked.
It's nighttime. You didn't imagine hard enough, but we brought it back anyway. The folks at home did not believe.
Okay. I know it's utility, but let's think about this, right? You're in the nighttime world.
Yeah.
You're choosing plants. Yeah. You gotta pick nighttime ones.
It's just good enough to put it. Yeah.
Plant is so good.
Amazing.
That you would want to bring a coffee bean along on a daytime map just to use it.
I saw the power.
Football helmets, bucket heads, nothing makes
ladders,
it past it.
screen doors.
Ladders, screen doors. It's ridiculous.
The shovels that the digging zombies use to get to you, or pickaxes or whatever.
Anything that's scary,
anything that's metal
is metal, pretty much. Anything
when
that's
the
scary
dust settles, the only thing left in the world will be metal, and this thing is here to prevent that.
Yeah, you don't even realize how many things are going to get taken off the field.
It's crazy. I saw the full power of it when I watched you play.
Despite it being a plant that doesn't do damage, it eliminates the threats for you.
Because you have to think about it, it kind of does do damage. Taking a bucket hat off of a zombie is removing so much of its health. That's insane damage.
No, it's ridiculous. It's 75, right?
Yeah.
With the coffee bean, that's also 75. 150, and you don't even need 5 of these.
No.
You can have 2 or 3.
No.
5 is a good number, though, on the harder levels.
Yeah, because you want to make sure that they're not occupied.
But this affects every row. It has pretty good range.
Would you say the time that it takes for it to get rid of the item it magnetizes more or less than Chomper?
It's less.
Less? Wow.
It's less.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
If it's the same, I don't think it is. But if it's the same...
Still worth.
It's so much better than what a Chomper does. Because a Chomper, you don't want it to get wasted on that zombie was faster, so it just got its mouth faster, and then the slower, stronger stuff.
I've had a lot of pole vault zombies jump into Chomper mouths and been pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
That's
but see, good. That's where the tunnels come in. Just prevent it from happening at all.
I'm looking at something on the list right now, and I know we're in the night, but give me for a second.
Is it this one?
What if it's day? No, actually, it's not that one. It will be that one soon, but no. Give me for a second. What if it was day? Sunflower. One of the most classic plants of all time.
I can't rank that.
He's on the list. You can't rank the most classic plant.
Because of course it's S tier. Of course.
You want to make a sunflower tier?
They're all S tier. This sustains your life, okay? If I had to rate organs, the heart would have to be S tier, wouldn't it?
People have done sunflowerless runs. I've seen them. It was a really long video.
I think I could figure that out, but that's a pain.
It's a pain. But so does that not mean that he has expendability means he has a tier? No.
He's not expendable.
He's not expendable.
No, because sunflower runs. There are just times when that wouldn't be possible. I can't think of.
Can't be ranked. You heard it here first, folks. Anyway, back to nighttime.
If you get turned into a plant from Plants vs Zombies, you worship those suns like they're your gods. Do you hear me? Anyways. It's nighttime. Everyone's looking at this guy. It's nighttime.
I'm looking.
We have a zero cost unit. We have a zero cost unit, ladies and gentlemen.
Free 99.
Well, minus the 99, because that'd be 0.99, wouldn't it? All right. This is going S tier.
Amazing.
Intense refresh rate. No penalty to losing these guys. Not a perfect range. Not a lot of health. But 2 of them alone can kill a zombie. Maybe even 1 but it will take damage. Maybe 2 and it'll take damage. I don't remember exactly. But S tier.
Amazing.
You need these on every zombie. What? Why?
This guy's your backbone. He's there.
Why wouldn't you?
He's there.
This is the buffer. This is the thing that makes it reasonable to have to deal with these pieces of crap that give you 15 sun for the first half of the game. That's what does it, is the zero cost units. Think about a squash or a potato mine, right? Yeah. They cost money. They are one-time uses.
Yeah.
These are free. The refresh rate is insane. Really nothing bad I can say. Because it's the same thing we were talking about Halo. Is it our favorite Halo game? Halo Infinite? No. Is it free?
Is it my least favorite Halo game? Yes. Is it?
Yeah, but is it free?
It is free.
Unfortunately, yes, it's free. But you would have paid the $60 for a good game. here we
Yeah,
are.
I would have preferred that.
Or at
I'm
least a
peeking
full
the
game.
mic so much. Oh well, I'll just be quieter. I didn't realize how. This is what I said. I told you I was going to get loud during the Plants vs Zombies video. I knew I was going to. Forget Hades. Forget action.
That's
Forget
okay.
the
I
God
think
of the Dead.
I think it's almost
I'm
over.
getting hyped.
Let's start with Scaredy Shroom. 25 unit.
Coward.
Damage of a pea shooter.
Literal coward.
Hides.
I've never seen a coward's died 1,000 deaths before their day.
It's going up there.
He goes pretty good.
Now, I'm almost conflicted to put it in the top tier.
Why? Give me your reasoning.
Well,
how much does he cost?
It has a very obvious weakness. It hides when zombies are that close in any lane, in any direction. I think. I'm pretty sure. 25.
25.
Full range. Damn. Right? This combos so well with the puff shrooms.
Because they won't get close. You just keep putting stuff in front of them.
Yeah, no, there's also, once again, can't say anything bad about it, right?
He's so good. You can't talk bad about him behind his back.
It has a single weakness.
He'll know.
But other than that, you know, when looking at these two plants, maybe even three, the nighttime has to compensate, right?
Yeah.
It has to deal with the fact that you're not making any sun naturally, besides the mushroom. So the gift back is really useful plants. And these are the two. And, you know, this is S tier, so yes. But the reason that I'm not even talking about it is because it's good during the day. It's just good at all times. These are two plants that I would never use a coffee bean on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because this is the price of a pea
Using
shooter.
a coffee
and
bean on the literal free one would be so bad.
Right. Spending $75 for that.
The only reason I could think to ever have that is if you need something to constantly place down for the zombies to eat. Because it's free.
Yeah. All right.
Fart Man.
Running out of... Yeah, this guy?
Yeah.
All right.
No, who else is Fart Man on this
list? Moving on. I'm putting him
quiet.
Center.
Okay.
Really good. 75. Good recharge rate. Hits through screen doors. Can kill normal zombies before they get to it.
Quality. Does it hit multiple zombies in a row?
It hits everything in its radius.
That's crazy.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
It's pretty good.
But why am I not putting it up there?
Why are you not putting the one literally called Pretty Good after you said it's, and I quote, pretty good? That's a great question.
There's just something about it that I don't like.
Is it because it's a plant, perhaps, that you put it in plant? You know, the tiers of this tier list are very vague.
Yeah, that's true. The thing about puff shrooms that I don't like, I think, is that usually by the time I have all of them set up, the level's pretty much over. I have the scaredy shrooms, I have the free guys.
It doesn't help you when you need it.
Night maps just aren't hard.
You heard it here first, folks. If you're losing on night maps, you're a little bitch.
Yeah. Well, you know, the pool at night is a little scary with the fog and all of that. But that just brings up the point. Like, you don't want to put down this guy. I forget his name right now. I'm blanking,
Lantern?
actually. Unfortunately. No, this guy.
Oh.
He's the big one.
Puff shroom?
Is he the puff shroom? No, I'm pretty sure these are puff shrooms.
Oh.
I'm so embarrassed, but I didn't study for the test.
Spore Man?
No, it's not that.
Is it not Fart Man? I think I got it right first try.
I don't think so.
Jared R. Fart Man?
Oh, yeah. So if you have the fog on the field and he has limited range, sometimes you might struggle to know where to put him. You know,
Gotcha.
when you put the scaredy shrooms in the back, it's a sigh of relief because
It'll shoot everything.
you know when something's in that lane, though, because it's firing the whole time.
Does that imply that the Skady Shrooms can see through fog?
It implies that everything can see through fog
Plants
except you.
don't... Do these plants really have eyes, or do they just have senses and make us
All
think
of them
they
have eyes. You can see all of them have eyes.
And I now pointed to Chomper, ladies and gentlemen. Checkmate.
I'm
that
pretty
is
sure
that is it
Chomper
for
has
today.
a sense of smell.
Well, imagine having that.
Because the zombies don't just climb in its mouth; it eats them before they even take a bite. I'm pretty sure.
Good point.
So
Good point.
I'm pretty sure it has a sense of smell. But let me tell you, the garden warfare chompers, they do all sorts. They dig through ground and they can get to their prey. So I don't really know because their eyesight goes beyond them.
Mortal eyesight.
The eyesight, yeah, because the sight stays above ground, but they go underground. And you see where they are underground, but you know what's above ground.
It's very odd.
They have like periscope eyes. All right, what's left here, really?
Several plants.
But what can I put in? I'm gonna put this guy in. You love this guy? I know that.
Third favorite plant of all time, Tangela. Again, was an edgelord in middle school. What? You're not doing this to me. You aren't going.
I'm not
to.
actually. I'm not.
Okay, good.
I just wanted to mess with you. I know you like that one.
I love that man.
It's like
He's
basically
great.
a Pokemon. I really like it.
There's literally a Tangela Pokemon.
Yeah, but this one's the right color though. That one's blue.
The right color. Damn, you're saying some
Green.
controversial things in this tier list.
Yeah. This one is green, and that one is blue.
I do prefer green.
Well, yeah, you
and
do.
the red
I prefer
eyes.
blue, but this just looks so much
It
better.
does look nice because you don't want blue on blue in water. You want the green on blue.
But this is conflicting because it's basically a grass type, a water type, and a dark type all in one.
He gets 3 types. He's special.
Oh, okay. That's his thing.
That's his thing.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
He has a lot of weaknesses, though.
How have they not thought of that yet?
Well, because that's just too much. But if
Oh,
you
it
just
is.
have the one guy,
It's not enough,
you
actually.
can get over the one.
Give me 6 types in 1 type.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, yeah.
Pokemon tier list win.
He's limited to the water. He costs 25. Okay recharge rate. Not amazing. But
drags you to the pit of despair at the bottom of Davy Jones' locker.
Yeah. So the water can be pretty treacherous, actually.
The seas, if you will.
So, zombies on certain waves will pop up out of the water, kind of further side, away from your house. Bucket zombies might throw you off if you don't have that many defenses. If you treat it like a normal lane, sometimes something can surprise you, especially if it's like a dolphin zombie.
Those surprise me all the time.
Yeah, you don't want that happening because those are basically the pole vault, but in the water. So stuff can throw you off. So this is something that I wish I could say I didn't need. I wish I could say I didn't rely on something like this as a crutch.
I wish I didn't need him in my life, but here he is.
No, but if I had cattails, he would also be good there because he's protecting them extra, or she, whatever. I don't know, genders of plants.
Okay.
I know the mushrooms probably have like thousands of genders, right?
I actually think there's something in the lore. I remember reading something on the wiki that's like the plants have genders.
Yeah, they even tell you in Garden Warfare, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember though. What is what? Anyways, what's really left here? Okay. This is sea shroom, right?
Sea shroom.
That's hard. That's difficult.
I can't do that.
It's really not that good. It's usable.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's free.
Free.
No, it's not free, is it? It's 25?
Oh, is it not?
It's 25.
I thought it was free.
It's 25.
Wow.
It's 25. Its recharge rate isn't great.
Really gone downhill.
It's hard to stack them in the water. You only have 2 lanes. So that something that makes these so great is that they're covering so many lanes.
Oh yeah.
They're an army.
They're an army.
These later in the rounds, for the ones that last a little bit longer, start to waste spaces. Not only that, but anything scary that this might take care of, they cannot handle. They can't handle a real wave, pretty much. So you need to be putting stuff. Think about this, right? You have a row of these cattails, and then some of these in front of them. That automatically makes that row the most susceptible because there are like maybe pea shooters or whatever on the ground lanes, and they're doing all this damage, plus the cattails, and then what's defending them because they're attacking every lane evenly is these little guys.
Not good.
That's not good.
Not good.
No. Moving on. I know that these are so similar, this and the pea shooter, but because of the fact that it gets over that one obstacle,
it makes sense to put it.
It would be slightly better.
Yeah, it makes sense to put it on the list.
It's dumb to even really compare them because you know that they're pretty much the same thing. All right.
All right, who's left?
Not really much.
Also, just for me, I don't even know what the gold magnet does.
Oh, it collects coins for you.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it collects coins.
That's mediocre.
I think it still acts as a mushroom, though, so it doesn't take that ability away.
Pretty mediocre.
Yeah, it might have a faster, rate of getting them away, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I've never used them before. I don't see the point.
Pretty pointless, lad. Cob Cannon. Is that not...
Cob Cannon is... Yeah, it's similar to a cattail, so I'm going to rank it.
Yeah.
This is a very expensive plant. You need to be playing the game for quite a while on an account to actually get to it. It's probably one of the most fun plants. Which cool. I'm sure is scaring you because the fun lane is actually
We're not allowed to have fun here, apparently.
No, you're not. But actually manually controlling a plant, super helpful. That's really good. Takes up 2 lanes. Costs like 500 or something, if 400 or something.
It's crazy.
Super expensive. This is a very controversial plant on my list. Wherever it goes, people aren't going to be happy. I'm going to get so many comments about this guy.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get so many comments on our videos that, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
We're very, very popular. Make sure you hit subscribe while you're at it. Anyway.
Yeah, all those things. So it's very controversial. I could put him in any lane and people would be upset. They'd be, they'd probably get really upset.
I think I know what lane it's going in. I have a pretty good hunch.
I actually haven't decided yet. Fun fact.
I've decided beforehand.
But you're
my psychic abilities.
Okay.
I know what you're going to do.
I'm happy for you.
I am a wizard.
I'm going to tell you this right now. It's not going in Epic Gamers. It's not going.
That's not what I thought. I'm still not wrong yet.
yeah, well, maybe I'm keeping it suspenseful.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just keep eliminating places until it ends up in one. It's definitely not an Epic Gamer, but it follows that same rule of the three-peater or whatever it's called. I think it's that. Where it's so expensive that it has to be good.
Yeah.
Which is terrible logic in one way, but I think
If it's
the
backed up,
double-edged
it's good.
sword, and yeah, I think the price is really steep, but the fact that you can manually target stuff and the damage does is pretty crispy. Not to mention the fun factor, which we're not counting. But what's
If
left?
we were, things would be much different.
Edibility. Popcorn comes out when it explodes, so that's pretty good.
Oh no, the popcorn, ladies and gentlemen.
So okay. It's one of these two.
Damn, I'm wrong.
Where do you put it? Pretty good, or
I thought pretty good.
okay. This is probably the toughest decision of my life. I've had a very easy life.
That's not true.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've also made the same exact joke in another video. I think.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay. So where's this going? Seriously. I'm gonna
Tough.
put it in usable.
Usable.
I'm gonna have to be harsh. I'm cutting down. It's the edibility of it isn't good. Is great. The fun of it is also great, but that's true for this guy too. I think it hurts my heart a little bit because everybody loves this plant, and
How
these
powerful is
these are
he?
three of the. He can pretty much like one hit most things. I think he's probably about a cherry bomb. I don't think he can one hit a gargantua.
How is it? Good splash or is it close?
It's decent splash.
So it's like reusable cherry bomb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that makes sense on the placement then.
But
think about it like that.
But think about the amount of cherry
Cost-wise.
bombs you could place.
With that money.
Yeah, because you have to have two of these lined up, which is 100 each.
And
That's
you also
200
don't get
plus
corn till
price.
the roof levels, and it's like
Yeah. This is a fun one, okay? You want to argue about the chomper and the hypnoshroom and the what's this called?
Cob cannon.
Cob cannon. Thank you. I was thinking kernel pulp, but that's this one. But these are the fun ones, okay? These are the ones where you go out of your way to do something that's out of the way because it's fun, which at the end of the day is great, but not useful.
Are you gonna rank Fart Man, but in every direction? Because he's like a place on.
Yeah, I'll rank it.
He's a place on.
Right
Yeah,
there.
no, I mean I agree. I
Never
don't
would
like
use
him.
it.
I don't like this man.
How
Look at his face.
ugly. It's creepy.
Don't like him.
How? Why? Why would you use this?
Why would you?
Genuinely.
In what circumstance? So you need to shoot behind you.
I've actually seen why someone might use this.
Oh.
Maybe it was in Plants vs Zombies too. I don't remember. But this is something that saves lane space. These save lane space, and once again, that's on the grind if you really want the marigolds out there, right? So you have a bunch of these on the the middle rows that aren't the very middle, and these will shoot in the lanes next to them. So they're hitting every lane with just the two rows. So that saves a lot of space. But that means that the zombies have to walk down that meat grinder. It also means that you need to have something in the front protecting you for that lane. So, I mean, these will hit it, but you probably need more like walnuts and stuff. So that's why is that it's really good at saving you space in lanes, which is nice. The price isn't worth it. It's a nighttime plant. It's just there's so many reasons to not rank this high. Probably a fun one though to mess with.
I got one you missed. Cactus.
No, you didn't miss that one.
He does damage.
He does 125.
He's get ranked.
For sun. He does get ranked.
That's just a guy.
Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Because he's just a pea shooter that costs 25 more.
He
and
pops balloons.
Yeah. That's utility.
Damn.
He does one thing. I personally recently
the cabbage is just a pea shooter that shoots over walls.
Fine, I'll take him
He
off.
got ranked. Oh, okay, damn.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
He's just a little better than the pea shooter for that reason, right? Same price and everything.
Yeah.
This I would rather use Giant Fan. Giant Fan is probably one of my favorite thing in any games. Is just having a giant fan.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's
it's
called the blower. I think
one of our group chats is just called Giant Fan Enjoyers for those at home.
I think giant fans are probably one of the most tactical things you could possibly have. Enemy throws a smoke grenade, tactical giant fan. Name something else. Name something else that might happen. Fog rolls in, basically a smoke grenade, giant fan. Basically, you give me a problem and I'll answer giant fan.
Aliens are attacking the city.
Giant fan. Giant fan.
You're right.
You just blow them away.
I didn't even think of that one.
And okay, so when we're talking alien invasion, you don't want to blow them out of orbit or anything because they'll just fly back, right?
Too far.
You think I'm an idiot? You think I didn't think of that? They'll just fly back. Of course they will. That's why you squash them on the ground with the giant fan.
So the fan's above them.
Imagine when Reach gets attacked and they're nuking Spire and the giant Covenant ship comes by and bombs you, you should have just used a giant fan from the
Would have
start.
solved everything.
Push the tower over. with
Fan
wind.
rounds in atmosphere.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
Okay,
That would've been
noted.
brutal.
Does fan get ranked?
This fan does not get ranked, but I'm just saying, Cactus is basically a pea shooter that can shoot
You should make a
balloons,
fan.
and this fan, I've just started using this fan more than the
You
Cactus.
should make a giant fan tier.
I don't know what that means.
I mean,
Are we gonna look at like
tier where you
industrial
put giant
fans?
fan in. No, not a list. I meant a tier for him.
Boy, he just goes S
Yeah,
tier and there's
yeah,
nothing
he
else
just-
in it.
he gets above it. It's just giant fan.
Okay, so this is the tier list. Screenshot and share or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Send it to your friends.
This is really good knowledge. Yeah.
Not the reverse or the guy that has a growth on
No.
the back of his head. Not
This is. I think it's.
not lily pad.
No, because that's utility.
Not spike reed upgrade.
No.
Okay. Then yeah, that makes sense. Then you've explained all the others.
This doesn't do more damage. There's really just no reason to rank it. It just gets 3 lives. That's the only difference. It costs
That's
like
a good point.
250. It's
It doesn't
extra
do
money.
more damage. That's kind of stupid.
No, it doesn't.
Well, yeah. This is the chart.
All right, hey guys. We're
Hey guys,
here.
welcome to the most important tier list that we're making today. Giant fan.
We're gonna be ranking fans today.
Yep. All right, well that's all for
That
this
was
episode. Thank you for
yeah,
watching.
that's-
Screenshot, share to friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was probably the hardest one I've done yet.
Yeah, that was pretty difficult.
This was a
think
test
we
I
get
did
some-
study for, though.
You're gonna get some like controversial comments on that one.
I'm not too
surprised
worried.
at
I
that.
think I can fight them. I can fight back.
All right,
Giant fan.
giant fan,
Yeah. Enough said.
giant fan.